Shalom. We're going to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rekal Kadash, giving double honor to the apostles and elder of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the one who pushed this truth and sincerity. All right, just the brother Napash Kodash. All right, and I got this video. It's based on this one verse. It's Second Ezra, the 10th chapter, verse 22. This is kind of a big verse. It's got about, I say, about 10 different things it's talking about in this one verse alone, but they quick and they meaningful. All right. So when you hear this verse, you don't just read it smoothly. You got to read this and stop, know what this part talking about, know what this part talking about. And I'm going to just touch on a few things this verse talking about. I ain't going to get them all today. I might make a part 2, but I'm going to jump right into it. Second Ezra chapter 10, verse 22. Our psaltery is laid on the ground. Our song is put to silence. All right, what is our song? Our song is this, that we teaching and preaching this Bible, this truth. All right. And right now our song is being brought back up, but it wasn't too long ago when this truth wasn't out there. Less than 100 years ago, this wasn't really out there. All right. Or even now to a certain extent, because this is out on the world level, but many people don't know about this yet, or they don't think they know. All right. Our rejoicing is at an end. The light of our candlestick is put out. Our rejoicing is at an end. Nowadays, Jake don't have nothing to rejoice about. They got bills on top of bills, kids trying to survive, shootouts in the hood, trying to make it out the hood, having problems in the suburbs, having a rich life and having to pay many bills, a lot of taxes. They don't have nothing to rejoice about. It don't matter what blessing you get from the Lord. Yeah, that's a blessing, but it's so much shit happening to us right now. The only thing I should be hearing right now is sighing and crying. You know? It say, the light of our candlestick is put out. What, you know, at one point in time, Jake was, our Israelites, we was a high upstandard people. Many people know about us to be a great kingdom, a great land. Now when people hear blacks, all they think is those low people, niggers, things like that. They don't see us as a mighty people. They see us as a nation full of hoes and thugs. Easy women and killers is what we known for. We not light, we full of darkness right now. All right. The ark of our covenant is spoiled. Our holy things are defiled. All right, our holy things are defiled. Those temples in Israel, they got Edomites in there right now. Those our land got Edomites in it. You know, the name that we call on, those average Israelites, the ones that call on Jesus, the name that they call on is defiled now. We're supposed to be calling on a different name. We don't even call on the real one. Things like that. Because holy means separate. So anything that was for us Israelites only is defiled now. Israel taking over, our temples taking over, our women being taken over by heathens, our children being taken away by heathens. You know, mostly everything for us has been taken over or no longer belongs to us. Our own lives don't even belong to us. It says, the name that is called upon us is almost profane. Our children are put to shame. Our priests are burnt. Our children are put to shame. You know, they got women, they got daughters out here dressing like boys and sons out here dressing like women. A child don't even know his father. You know, that's a shameful thing for a kid to admit that he don't know his father because of his mother or because his father was just never there. Things of that nature. There's many things you could put a kid to shame in. Knowing that his family don't have enough money, so he gotta steal. All right. It say our priests are burnt, our Levites are gone into captivity. Because the Levites the Lord was dealing with them a certain way back then in this time, but basically saying our on a comparison today, our elders are destroyed. Even though our elders today they still not in their right mind because they in this captivity, but basically our heads they fucked up themselves. Let me keep going. Our virgins are defiled and our wives are ravished. All right, you popping these women, they not even virgins. That's going off itself. You can't even find a virgin nowadays. Our wives are ravished. A landlord might try to seduce your wife to let y'all keep living there, or somebody with money come through and getting your wife head, bolster up. Much adultery in this land. It says, our righteous men are carried away. All right, because the righteous men, they basically done away with right now. Not literally, but it ain't too many righteous men out here really pushing this away, and they lock us up too. Because it's going to come a time where they is going to start locking up righteous men. All right. It say, our little ones are destroyed. And you can go back to slavery on that, where our young, childs, they were taken away from their families. They were being raped, killed, fed to alligators. Just all type of atrocities happening to them. Monstrosities, everything. They were being destroyed. It says, our young men are brought into bondage. So even our young men were slaves. After being kids, if you made it out of childhood, you was a slave. And we still is to this day. It may not be physical, but it's mental. It say, our strong men are become weak. And that's a problem, man. The strongest men are supposed to, our army, it don't exist no more. Our strong men are average day bums. Israel is lacking a lot of power. And it's all because of one thing. Because Israel went off. This whole verse talking about all these things that's happening to Jake, or this really talking about something that happened a long time ago, but it correlates to now because all of this has came back. The curses basically came back.
What's wrong with your bike?
Basically, because all these things, they happening again this day. All these curses. Yeah, but with that, I hope this video was edifying. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rekal Kadash, giving double apostles to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect, the ones who push this word in sincerity. Abba, Abba.